Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Not saying you'll ever draw this, but you might learn a few tools along the way. And we're going to use a little bit of, not really math, but if you want to take a screenshot of that right there, that's what we need. So I'm going to take a square. It doesn't matter really what size it is. I'm going to hit P. And then I'm going to Control D to duplicate that square. I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. Now I actually need two more squares. So if we look, this one is 16.66. So I'm going to take this one and Control D and make it 16.66. It would have been easier to start with an even number, but now we need to make another square that there's really nothing mathematically, but I'm going to Control D. If you will get your two-sided arrow while holding down the shift, I need this one. Control D. While holding down your shift key, have it snap to right there. And it's actually going to go to the midpoint. And there's probably a mathematical problem or something you could do too, but it snaps to so good. And then take some vertical lines, and we're going to go from each one of these corners. And then we're going to go from this joint down to this joint, and then from this joint down to this joint. I'm only going to use the top part of this, but if you look at the example here, I'm going to take my virtual segment. First I was looking, I thought I already deleted some lines. And we're going to take our virtual segment delete key and delete those two lines. And we're going to delete that line. And really, we're going to delete this line. I did not delete it on the example. No, that's on the wrong side. So I was right. I was looking over here. So this is what you need. These, you know what? Okay, I do need that line. Now, I'm going to use blue again. I'm going to smart fill that, and that. Now, there's several ways we could do this. And because we're working in the center of the page, I'm going to nudge that up. I'm going to go ahead and delete this because I got plenty of them. If you don't have one, I wouldn't delete it. So we got 4 boxes. We're going to take this first one, and I finally put a little white in there, and I thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to leave it white. Now this one I took and put a little darkness, I think. Nope, didn't mean to do that. I meant to put darkness on that one. That's too dark. Now this one, what did I do? One of you, I mean, you can just leave it the same color. You know what? I put whiteness there and dark in this other one. I'm going to try to copy that because it worked out really well. I'm going to grab that back, and I'm going to put darkness there. And I lost my one here. See, a lot of times I'll click off of it, click with the pick tool, and then get the interactive fill tool. And I really want that blue with that darkness. There you go. Now this one I'm going to take, and I am going to leave that white. I'm going to make it a little bit whiter. Now the other one, you could actually leave it blue, or you could, I've been doing this a lot, take that one and don't even do anything to it, but hold down the control key and add a little darkness to it. And you could just play with that. This would be a very good one to clone. Now, Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, double click. I got alternate C, but if you don't have that macro, you need to rotate from that point, which is in the center of the page, and then rotate it 45 degrees. I did something wrong. I wasn't quite on that node. You know what? Maybe I don't have it grouped together. No, I've got it grouped together. You know, there's a second node right there. Okay, Control D, 45 degrees. Why am I getting a little, well, you know, I started in the center of the page. Control D, alternate C. See, it's off. I did something off. Let's start over. So let me just take this one. I'm going to group it together and just hit P. So we're going to take the Smart Fill tool. I always like grouping them together because that way you can do what I just, and then get rid of it. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to go ahead and just move this out of the way. I'm going to take this one, interactive fill tool. And you don't have to, you know, this, and then, like I think I already said it, this would be a very good one to clone. Because you could really, that's too dark. You know, you could move the black or move the blue. Now this one is the one I made white. And I'm going to make it just stay white. Move this out a little bit. And then this is the one I made just by holding down the control button and add a little black just to make it blacker. Now, Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, alternate C to have it rotate from the center and rotate at 45 degrees. And look at that. Now, because those black edges, when you put a black box or printer on a blue, black or shirt, you're going to kind of get that. This would be a great one to clone if you want to practice with cloning. Anyway, pretty cool little graphic. Hope that helped you somehow, and thank you for watching.